2, 3, 4. What is on the go, guys? Welcome back to Basement Pedal Demos. It's video number 10 today. And today, we're looking at this. The VHT D50. Basically, there's a legend. It was modeled after Robin Ford's original number 2 Dumble ODS. But we don't really know. I'll tell you right now. Completely biased because I bought this with my own money and I bought it because I fell in love with another demo of it. This thing is worth every penny that you'll spend if you're looking for that Dumble tone. That Robin Ford style tone, let's say that. Because it's definitely got its looks off of another amp company. But it's definitely priced in a price point that everyday people can get. So, without further ado, let's dive into the front panel. Alright guys, we're handheld right now. So we're going to go right to left. Well, left to right. So we have a clean channel volume knob. Guitar input is right here. We have a 3-position bright switch. We will mess around with that. A mid boost and a mid cut. A rock and a jazz voicing. We will take a look at that. Where are my two? We have a treble, a middle, and a bass. This is a shared EQ, so it works for both channels. You kind of have to set it on one and the overdrive channel to taste, which brings us to the next block. We have a drive and a level, which is our overdrive channel. This is foot switchable. So you can have a dirty sound and a clean sound with it. You have a master and you have a presence. So this level here, I like to match this with the clean channel volume and my drive to taste. I don't think I've ever put the drive past here. That's more than enough drive for me. And then I adjust the master, which, like Robin says in the Premier Guitar interview, basically from here upward, it sounds pretty well the same, just louder. And the presence, I adjust to taste per day, per guitar sound, whatever effect I have might be in the front of it. All right, we're going to look at the back. All right, so on the back side of it, we have an IEC inlet. We have the beautiful VHT logo, model name. We have an on and off and a standby. That is phenomenal. I honestly never thought I'd like it on the back of an amp, but I'm getting used to it. It looks a lot nicer and cleaner. We have our speaker outs. We have dual speaker outs. We also have a 3-position switch like on a Jazzmaster that you can switch your impedance, 16, 8, and 4. We have a send and a return. The most crucial part of this amp is right here, the OD trim. Adjust that to taste, and it works basically between the 3-band EQ, the overdrive level, and the overdrive master. And that knob there, you can get pretty well any gain tone you want out of this amp. You can switch your preamp boost and your overdrive channel to foot switch or not. And you have your foot switch input. Now beware. Your foot switch input cable is this. This is not a cable you can just go buy, and it is hardwired into your foot switch. So be careful if you buy one of these, because these are very particular about how you put them in. I'm going to plug that in after because it's hard to do on camera. You can see on the back, the tubes are pretty hot. We have 312AX7s in the preamp, and I will let you know the specs on that, on the power amp tubes. Down below, we have our VHT matching 112 cabinet. This one here is a 16 ohm. It says Special 6. I'm assuming this is the chassis mount for a Special 6, and they just recovered it to match the specs of the D50, because when I ordered it as a D50 cabinet. But, man, all I know is it's got a Celestion chrome back speaker, which sounds ridiculously good for this amp. The only thing I'm going to work on changing with this amp, I want to put in some vintage 12AX7s. See if it changes the tone very much. But, let's get into some playing examples. I'm going to preface this already. This is going to be a long demo. My 2 cents, go down to O'Brien's if you're in Newfoundland. Tell them you want to order one in, put your deposit down, order one in. I love it. That's that. I'm not sponsored by them. I don't endorse them. But I do give them a hands up, like a thumbs up, guaranteed. But we're going to take an in-depth look at all the knobs, features, and everything. So let's go ahead and start. We're going to use one guitar today. We're just going to use the Strat, Seymour Duncan stacked single coils. We're going to start with the overdrive channel, or the clean channel. We're going to keep all the switches up. We're going to put the volume down, so just after it comes on. I'm going to turn the reverb off, because this amp doesn't have reverb. Alright, let's turn the master up to about 12 o'clock. Master all the way up, so we're getting full power amp here. And we're going to pull that back to about 9 o'clock, just because. Sorry, 3 o'clock. going to pull the volume up to about 9 o'clock. Take the bright switch out. Hear what that does? Take the mid switch out. Down the jazz voicing. So you can hear it's a bit more scooped. Let's add some brights all the way back in. And let's add the mid boost back in. So as you can tell, just leaving the master at 9 o'clock, or the master at 3 o'clock, sorry, and the volume at 9 o'clock, and playing with these 3 switches here, leaving the EQ pretty well neutral, you have a lot of versatility already. Let's bring the master back down to about 7 o'clock. Bring the clean volume all the way up. And let's put it on the rock setting. You can hear a kind of edge of breakup if I engage the preamp boost. I might be clipping the mic right now. I can't tell. No preamp boost. So, that is just changing the clean channel volume and the master. That is a ridiculous amount of stuff. I'm going to put it back to where I normally like it, which is about between 10 and 11 o'clock. Let's play with the EQ. Keep all the other switches engaged in their upper position. Let's take the treble all the way out. Pull the bright switch out. pretty bright amp, I gotta say. Alright, so we're gonna take the mid switch out, dial out some treble, or some mids, pull in all the treble. Alright, so right now we've got your classic 90s metal tone. Treble all the way up, mid scooped. Let's complete the circuit by boosting all the bass. Let's answer a question. How does the jazz circuit sound with a 90s scoop sound? Let's find out. Still sounds better than any Line 6 splatter ever will. Just saying. Let's bring the mids and treble back to 12. And there's not much more we can do. Not much more we can do with the clean channel. We are going to put it back to where we had it. We're going to flick it over to the overdrive channel. The overdrive channel. So, EQ is where we last left it. Bass all the way up. The drive is about 11 o'clock. The level about 10 o'clock. I've got a bit of delay on the HX effects. Turn the delay off. There's really no noise, which I like. Turn the preamp boost on. You get a little bit. Could be just dirty power. You know, it's winter in Newfoundland, so. Without the preamp boost? Without the preamp boost? So, more than enough gain that I'd ever use. Let's turn the master all the way up. Master and level are going to go all the way up. Whoa. That is a lot of volume on tap. It's 50 watts. I get that. That is a lot of volume. I'm going to put the master back to about 11. Somewhere where I could probably use it. The overdrive level is all the way up. Overdrive to about 12 o'clock and see where we can put up. Whoa. That is just pure harmonics ringing. That's fucking awesome. Pardon my language. Let's turn the master to 3 o'clock. Keep the level where it is. Gain at 12 o'clock. No preamp boost. That is just amp gain. Tell me that's not phenomenal. Preamp boost is the gain sound. And for giggles, bump the level back to about 10 and a half on the clock. Gain all the way up. Put it back to 11 and 11. And we're going to put it in the jazz setting. Difference between jazz and the rock. Jazz is a lot less punchy. Let's pull the brights out and keep the mids engaged. Take the mids out. Preamp boost. rock voicing, just flicking that one switch, everything else the same. So, it's a lot thicker. So the overdrive trim control is down to where it's letting signal through. We are still on the dirty channel. I don't think I've ever heard that little noise from an overdrive channel. We're going to play around with this drive now. Put it all the way up. And it is still clean. The drive knob and the level knob on the overdrive channel are maxed out. Check that out. I don't know if you can see that. We're going to pull that back to 12 o'clock. We're going to start turning up master. Preamp boost. That's interesting. I'm going to start back to 11 and 11 and 11. And we're going to turn the drive down. Overdrive trim control. Completely the other direction. know down in the comment section below, what did you guys think of the VHT D50? I know that personally, it does everything between the foot switch and that amp that I would need live. Personally, for my guitars, it works with my Strat, works with my Telly, it works with an SG. We didn't look at anything else other than the Strat today because this video is ridiculously long. I personally think that there's a lot of hidden sounds with the knobs. Like, they're all usable. They're all the ranges. I know that there's a lot of amps that generally considered aren't usable, but I want to know what you guys thought of this demo. We have maybe 1 or 2 more coming up. I might just play through the clean channel and the dirty channels with the Telly and the SG just as filler videos, you know, because sometimes I don't want to run through all the product videos. So you'll know there won't be much shocking involved in those. But this is the initial video. We are going to be building a couple of different variations of pedal boards for this throughout the year, because this is the amp that I really just want to play stuff in the effects loop of this, 1 or 2 guitars in front, and just use the amp for the clean and the dirty. So like, share, and subscribe, and click that bell notification because there are regular videos coming out. This has just been a horrible week for me, but that's no excuse. So next week, we're getting back on top. Alright guys, Basement Pedal Demos, we'll be back sometime over the weekend with another pedal demo. Have a good one, guys. Stay safe.